decided to do another belt build. Went with a kind of changed it up and with a company that's not as massive and well known yet. But something I was kind of looking to do was find somebody who is that up and comer, that belt brand that's making a name for themselves, and above all, quality. I wanted something that is not going to fail, and if it does, I want customer service behind that. I had the opportunity to meet an individual who kind of filled that bill for me down at SHOT Show this year. Well, we sat and he told me about his company, showed me some of his product, and was kind enough to actually send some of that product out. So that'll be the base for our build. We're going to unbox that today. So without further ado, let's take a look at what Lead Devil had to send out to us. Okay, of course, a little bit of swag. All right, we got two belts sitting here, and it looks like, I'm actually not even sure which one they sent, but these things I've heard wonderful, wonderful things about. What the owner of the company was telling me is any type of issue you're going to have with this belt, you can send this belt back to them and they're going to make it right with you. They stand by that. So let's see what belt they sent. I'm not exactly sure which one it is. So I had their website queued up, and it would appear this looks like it's their 1.75 inch LOW, low vis, not LOW, low vis Molle belt with a Predator inner belt combo. Pricing, hey, not cheap, but this is a quality product. I've heard great things about it. I've had people who I trust in the industry stand behind this thing. I'm excited to finally give it a try and run it. This is going to be kind of an everyday carry type of belt for me, I have a feeling. This is something that's not massive and bulky, but very stiff and rigid, as you can see. There are two of them sitting here. Let's open this thing up and take a look at them. So the plan is to order some additional pouches, and we'll kind of do a similar video. We'll take it out to the range, run a bunch of various range drills with it, pros and cons, things we'd like, things we don't like. And then I plan on wearing this one, like I said, as an everyday carry belt for a while, get some miles on it, and very well could become my new everyday carry belt. I currently do run Cobra clips on my EDC belt. It's just something that I've got comfortable with, something that I'm used to operating at this time. Any type of other lashing or fastening system just feels alien to me anymore. But these things I can already tell right away just by, when I got them in the mail, I had no idea what it was because I wasn't expecting anything to come in a box like that. But that says something about the rigidity and that stiffness. That's what I'm looking for in a belt. So a little bit about them. They are your basic Cobra clip setup. This is a 1.75 inch belt with single row attachment points by the looks of it here. I don't know a ton about them. Like I said, this is something new to me, but I am starting to see their name pop up more and more and more. So I would highly anticipate seeing more Lead Devil and hearing more about Lead Devil. So let's look at the underbelt. As those of you who've watched my videos before know, I prefer a specific type of underbelt. My underbelts, I like to be a rigid belt. I don't like it to be super pliable. This is not bad. And when I say rigid, I'm talking top-bottom rigidity here. I don't want this thing to just squish and bend on itself. I'm not too worried about this. That's fine, because also it has to be form-fitting. I want this thing to not be bulky. I don't want it pushing up my shirt or having any issues like that. So they run. The other belts I'd had are simply hook and loop upon each other, but this actually does have a clasp that you can fasten. You're going to run your belt through and fasten underneath. Not as comfortable running some type of clasp system underneath a belt with the Cobra clip on there. It just gets to be a lot on one thing rubbing on the other. But security, that's one big thing here. This is not going to move. I have had instances in the past where those hook and loop belts that purely just hook and loop over the top of each other will just slide apart. Not a super common occurrence, but it is something that has happened. You're not going to have that issue here. And this itself, could be your EDC belt right here. If you're not wanting to wear the actual bigger, bulkier system, that could simply be your belt right there. Adjustable. Looks like we have a lot of size to play with as far as size adjustment goes. Pretty self-explanatory there. Well, not a ton of size, I guess. That's our adjustment area right there, it would appear. So be careful when ordering. Pay attention on their website. It does say do not order your pants size. There is a measuring criteria on there. There's a rubric on there that's going to show you what size you should be ordering. So this will be the basis for the new build. We're going to put everything on this. and have a couple ideas what we want to do for magazine pouches and other accessories. We may set this one up for the range day demo to run my little friend over there. We might be running the MP5 for the next one. I've been kind of saving that one, holding on to that one for a later date, let the weather get a little bit better. But I'm thinking that's the direction we're going to go. We might do that. Set this up for MP5. I'm not sure. We'll see. Either MP5 or we'll just run carbine with it and or a ton of pistol work. Probably get a little bit of both, but I'm thinking it might be time to break out the MP5. Look forward to you guys watching the follow-up video with this. Might be a while before I can get it put out, but please stay tuned. Please like, please share. And thanks again, Lead Devil. Guys, go check those guys out, Lead Devil. They do offer a law enforcement first responder discount. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. Go take a look on their website, look at their product. They have a ton of options on there. It's not just this belt. They got it all. So go take a look. Thanks, Lead Devil. Appreciate you guys sending it out.